Okay, so this now is the second type of perspective drawing, the second and final type we have, which is two-point perspective. A drawing that is of two-point perspective contains two vanishing points on the horizon line. So, the VPs, the vanishing points, always remain on the horizon line, albeit one-point perspective or two-point perspective. However, this time, instead of the VP lying, well, it lied wherever it wanted. This time, they're on the sides. You'd have one VP on one side, one VP on the other side, okay? Refer to them as VP1 and VP2, okay? So you can clarify one from the other. So it's like when you're explaining it to someone or showing someone, you're saying VP1 or VP2, you know which one you're referring to. So we write VP1, VP2. We don't just write VP and VP, okay? Now, as you can see, the perspective of the objects change quite a bit with two vanishing points. It allows us to see them with more clarity. So this is how they appear to be. Now, I'm going to show you the steps. There are broken down steps on the next sheet on how to create the a two-point perspective drawing. Okay? Okay. So, first, we start with VP1, VP2. And X indicates the bottom of the block I'm going to start using. The block I'm going to place in perspective is this one over here. Okay? So X would be here. Okay? So X on my drawing is referring to this point. And this length from here to here, this length is this length. Okay? Straight lines are always drawn simply straight, okay? Whether it be perspective or any other kind of drawing, straight lines are just drawn straightly. You're gonna see why I'm telling you this now, because other lines are not drawn necessarily the same way, okay? Then, we see what distance we have from X till here, which is 30, okay? We place that over here, okay? We see the distance from X to the right side, which is 40, and we place it over here. Okay? And then we draw vertical lines from them up to the horizon line. Okay? Then we go on step 3. Then you take this measurement, all this length you have up here, okay, from one side to the other, and divide it into 2. Where you land, where that division of 2 is, you mark it out and mark out M. M stands for midpoint. It's the midpoint between the two parts. That's why we divide by 2, because we find the midpoint, okay? So remember, these two lines mean that these two sides are of equal length because we divided them into 2, okay? So in this step, we found the midpoint. Here. Now, from this line, from this vertical line we had, we're going to draw lines from the bottom to VP1 and from the top to VP1. Then again, from the bottom to VP2 and from the top to VP2. Okay? Then the next step is this. Where we had this first distance from here to here, which was 30, we're going to draw a line from here to the midpoint. Okay? And the same thing from the other side. So from here to the midpoint. Okay? And this 15 is this 15 over here, look. So this 15 millimeters, I placed it over here. Remember that when you're taking lines angled at the left, okay, when you're taking lines angled at the left, you place them on this horizontal line. You place them here, okay? You place them here, and then you take it from here, from its place, to the midpoint. So you take the lengths from here, from the angled part here, and you place them on this straight horizontal line. Be careful you don't get confused, that instead you place them on this angled length that goes to VP. You don't place them on this line. You don't place them on this line. You place them on this line, the horizontal line, okay? And then you take it towards the midpoint, okay? So you take the 15 from this side, you take the 15 and you don't place it here, you place it here. And from here, you take it towards the midpoint, okay? Now, next step. From where these lines that were taken towards the midpoint meets the bottom line that's going towards the VP1. Okay, so from these lines that went towards the midpoint, where they meet the line, where they meet X, VP1X, you're gonna mark it out and you're gonna draw a vertical line. You're gonna mark it out and draw a vertical line. Mark it out and draw a vertical line, okay? Because now on this side, it's where X met VP2, the line X VP2 met the line from here going to M, okay? From there, we took out a straight line, okay? Then the final part, quite easy. From here, we go to VP1, the other side, and from this side, we go to VP2. So we create the box, okay? So when we want to draw lines on this side, on the left, we have to go to VP1. And when we want to draw lines to the right, we go to VP2, okay?